Hi, good evening, good morning. We always learn Thursday from the Kedushas Levi, so let's do that. Keep up our appearances here. And I'm not sure if we should do Sukkos or vezos habrachah. I think we'll do vezos habrachah. It's really the thing we have. Hashem Sinai bo v'zorach misor lamay lefia meharparan minay eish dos lamay. So Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 2. We're just about at the end. Actually, it should be 34. It says, the Lord came from Sinai and he shined forth from Seir to his people. He shined out from the mountain of Paran. In his right hand was a fiery law for his people. So it seems that this has a question on that which is cited in the Midrash, in the homilies. That God turned around to every language, to every nation, and asked them if they want to receive the Torah. They did not want to receive it. And they told God, get out of here. Kasha. And that's based on this verse, this medrash. It's difficult, very difficult medrash to understand. Hashem Yisbarach God could have really forced these nations to accept the Torah, right? Just like he forced us. He put the Kafaleim Hargagigas, is what they say, right? The reason why he didn't force them is in order to increase the love of those who did receive it, the Israelites and all the future converts. Because the fact that God turned around to every one of the nations, they did not want to receive. The Zera Yisrael Yikabu Isa. But the Israelites, the seed of Jacob, they did receive it. He did accept it. This caused God's love for the Israelites to increase upon them. So by virtue of the fact that God turned around to all the nations, that increased the love that God had for his people. And through receiving the term is and also as this love, preference increased upon the people who accepted the Torah, so those who did not accept the Torah, the opposite came about, a dislike. That's what the sages say in Gemara Shabbos, Peites Beis, 89b, the Lekach Nikra Sinai. In different ways this is understood, but it says this is why the mountain is called Sinai, in Hebrew Sinai. That the hatred fell, which means sinna, means hatred. Similar to Sinai, is not spelled with a sin, it's with a samach. Sinai is with a samach. Nonetheless, the hatred fell upon the nations of the world. Some understand the other way, that the reason why the Jews are hated is because of this. The nations of the world hate the Jews because of this anyway. But this only happened after the Torah was received. But before the Torah was received, there was not yet the hatred upon the nations of the world. It's known that love is called the right hand. Zeo perish akasav Hashem Sinai Bo. So that's the meaning of the verse, that the Lord came from Sinai. What does it mean to say? Shehechsir al kol umma. God turned around to every nation, to every language, like Kiblos the Torah. They did not receive the Torah.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Pennsylvania 371 East, Cochecton Turnpike.
I don't need that. V'al yedei zeh zorcho ahav al Yisrael. And through this, the love shined on the Israelites. And that's why it says,
take the next right onto Pennsylvania 371 East.
That's what it says, that that from Seir that shined on his people. That from Mount Seir, from where that's where the Edomites settled, there it came the shining. Al Yisrael, meaning it shined on the Israelites. Hafiyah, and also another term of shining. What does it mean? Behivik Ora al Yedei Har Paran. Again, from Mount Paran, where the Ishmaelites were, also the light shone on the Israelites to show and put the spotlight on God's people who accepted His Torah. This is not a racial issue. This is about the people who follow the ethics of the Torah. That's what it's talking about. Nothing about race, because anyone from any race could accept the Torah. And there were people, and all throughout history, they're converts, and they're all included in this love. In fact, there's more love for the convert because he chose it and he wasn't born into it. That's what it says from his right hand. That because of this reason, there's more love. Al Yisrael, upon the Israelites, Shekabos the Torah, that they accepted the Torah, Eish Das Lamai, a fiery law to his people, a fiery religion to his people. Ba'o Masoilam, that's referring to the nations of the world. Eish was the sin of the Hagruras. That's a reference to hatred and Gura, which means power, strength, but also means constriction and holding back. Alright, let's do another one. Ashrecha Yisrael, Shemecha Am Neisha Bashem. So again, Deuteronomy, I guess it's 33, verse 29. Happy art thou, praiseworthy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, a nation that is saved by the Lord with an eternal salvation. The Indian who, what's the concept that we're referring to here? The Asulis Gaius, you're not allowed to be proud. You're not allowed to be arrogant. You're not allowed to be haughty. Pride is a very negative trait in general. Rak Zemuter Shleilir Mishum Davar. The sky is sheish like Patra. Avinu Aviv Shabashamayim. But there is one thing to be proud of, and that is not anything other than that you have no interfere with God. The one thing that you have to be proud of is that you have a patron, a Father in heaven. This is what the sages hinted to. The word Soter Shmini Shabashmini Mutter. That an eighth of an eighth, like a 64th, I guess, of arrogance is permitted. You're allowed to have a little bit of arrogance. Through that tiny bit of arrogance, which yesterday or earlier today was the yard site of Nachman Breslover, and he was very famous for teaching. Other tzaddikim taught the same thing, but he emphasized the teaching, of Azus the Kedusha. There is a place for holy boldness, holy pride, but it has to be pride in holiness, not in boldness in holiness, not of your own, anything that's to do with you. It only has to do with God. be just proud of who you are, that's not the case. That's what it says, and you actually, since you kill the shell, the evil covering, with that little bit of positive pride, of the holy pride. And that's what it says, praiseworthy art thou, or happy art thou, blessed art thou. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, a nation that is saved by the Lord with eternal salvation. And it says that you have the sword of your pride. What does it mean? So that what is the pride that you have? Is that you know that God is the shield that protects you. Like God protected me in this place when I hit the cow last year in November, almost a year ago, 11 months ago. And you know that God is the shield of your protection, of your help. And what do you do with the sword? You kill with the sword. So you're killing the forces of evil with the sword of your pride, the pride of being a servant of God. And you will trample upon their high places. What does that mean? Koloimar. You have to say, and through your pride, through your arrogance, through your boldness. That the forces of externality, of superficiality, of evil, which are called high places, which is meaning in term of arrogance, being haughty and high. Tidreich, you're going to trample on them. You're going to use their own pride to kill them. Again, this is all spiritually, this is metaphorically, this is what we would call archetypically. We're not talking about any violence, God forbid. Because the forces of evil are proud of themselves and not proud of God. And so their pride is actually what will kill them themselves. Salik, Sefer Dvorim. So that is the last, we did the entirety of this one, Zayis habrachah, Baruch Hashem. And so we concluded the book of Deuteronomy. And God willing, next Thursday will already be after Israel Chag already. It'll be the yard side of the Kedushas Levi on Thursday, so we'll try to do it during the day on Kedushas Levi's yard site. And the Nichivarab's yard site, we'll try to do the Divrei Torah, and maybe the night before we'll make a Suda, maybe make a yard site Suda for the Kedushas Levi. That would be very nice. Clean that, and if we do that, we'll make a live stream. God willing, we'll see if we're able to do that. Thank you for watching. Oh, I don't want to hit that frog. Why do they keep hitting the frogs? Thank you for watching. I hope I didn't hit the frog. It's like that video game with the frog crossing the road, Frogger, right? Shlomo helped George Costanza get this Frogger machine, right? But he couldn't. It didn't work out. So thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment. We got a lot of attention today, and we hope it should be used for good. That we're spreading Torah, and we're spreading piety, we're spreading holiness, and it's for everybody. We're not racist. We're not excluding anybody. Anybody, if you're really serious, we welcome converts to Judaism. welcome in our community where we live in the Catskills. Certainly, anybody wants to be part of our community, trying to grow, have opinion more regularly and things. So, thank you for watching. God bless. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you all later. Alright, how do I turn this thing off? This one, and a good yontiv, good moed. Alright, we'll turn it off.